You found this new trainer on Instagram, right? He says, yo, start coming in to Planet Fitness Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's when your sessions are. Buy a scale and make sure you buy some salads throughout the week, and he gives you a little meal plan or whatever, right? And you started on Monday, you weighed yourself on Monday, but because a lot of women do not like to weigh themselves throughout the week, you notice that your scale, before you started the program, it was 189, right? Now you're doing exactly what this man is telling you to do. You're doing all the workouts, you busting the sweat, you got your little waist trimmer on and all that, right? And you forget to weigh yourself throughout the week. But on Friday, you weigh yourself Friday morning, bright and early, and you notice that scale says 190. Went a pound up, okay? That discourages a lot of women. All right. So what we're going to talk about today is weight fluctuations and why you can expect it, why you should implement it in your program, and why it shouldn't throw you off. Okay. So boom. So you went the whole week. You've been working out. You've been doing new activities for your body. Okay. So because you're doing a brand new activity for your body, you're putting new stress on your body. Okay. How does your body respond to stress? Inflammation. Basically what's going to happen after your body's inflamed? You hold on to more water. Okay. So the way the human body works, if it's losing a whole bunch of body fat, it's going to want to utilize water to fill the void. That's what inflammation really is, okay? So when you break down a muscle, let's say you're lifting weights, right? You break that muscle down, right? So now think about almost like a log cabin. In order to build a log cabin, you gotta cut down some trees, right? So you're cutting down the tree, right? Now the tree is basically fucked up, right? But we could utilize these materials which is amino acids in your broken down body to repair it to make it bigger and stronger. Okay, so, but before you provide your body the nutrients that it can start building itself, guess what's going to utilize? Water. Okay, water is going to fill that little void when you broke down your muscle. Okay, so your body's going to hold on to more water. All right, so let's say you've been working out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you weigh yourself Friday morning, and you see that its scale went up a little bit, or after a workout, it's simply water weight. Okay, so like me, I went on a 5-day fast. Okay, I worked out every single day, fasted, which means what? I didn't put nothing in my mouth for 5 full days. Okay, and what happened is day 1, I lost 5 pounds. Day 2, I lost 5 pounds. Day 3, I lost 5 pounds. Day 4, I gained a pound. I didn't put nothing in my mouth though. Day 5, I gained a pound. Still worked out. Didn't put nothing in my mouth though. Why? Simply because of inflammation, stress on my body because I wasn't sleeping. Okay, so point 1, if you actually work out, okay, expect the scale to fluctuate. The human body always will be heavier later during the day versus earlier during the day. That's why your trainer, or that's why I tell all my clients, so if a trainer never told you that, do it now. Weigh yourself in the morning. Why? The human body will always be heavier later during the day versus earlier. Why? Your body digested all the food that you had throughout the day yesterday, and what you see low key on the scale in the morning is what you get. Okay? You won't have nothing in your system yet. That's why we want you to weigh yourself first thing in the morning, not after that Starbucks, not after that gallon of water you drink that somebody told you that literally makes no sense. Okay? I want you to weigh yourself early in the day. Okay? That way what you see low key is what you get. Now let's say you're doing this program. Let's talk about this brand new person that's doing this, enter this new program. She is on day 5 and she magically gained a pound. Okay? What are some factors why somebody could gain a pound other than sleep? Okay, so the way I want y'all to utilize this hierarchy from now on, okay, it is nutrition, then it is sleep, then it's working out. Okay, because if you are working out and you're not recovering from sleep, your working out is useless. Literally, I'll put it to you like this. If there's 2 people, let's say you, right? You have a twin, right? This twin is sleeping better than you, right? And working out 3 times a week, right? And let's say you're working out 7 times a week. but you're only getting about 4 or 5 hours of sleep. The optimal range for a human being to sleep is about 6 to 8 hours, preferably 7 to 8, okay? But let's say you're only getting 6, right? Believe it or not, you're a twin. Same genetics, same look, same everything. It's gonna be curvier than you. After a whole entire year, and they lifted less than you. Why? They recovered better. Okay? It's all about recovery, and your body can only recover through sleep. So that's why high performance athletes, one thing you may not know is somebody like Serena Williams, if you actually Google it, she sleeps about 11 hours a day. Okay? LeBron, he sleeps about 10 hours a day. Okay? Roger Federer, people who are actually like their livelihood is sports, they sleep more than the average human. Why? They need to recover faster and longer than an average human. Simple. Okay? So that's why you need to sleep. So number one, if you're seeing weight fluctuations, I want you to pay attention to your sleep. Okay? I want you to try to sleep about 7 to 8 hours a day. Let me go ahead and show y'all something. So what I want y'all to do, y'all see that? As you can see, I didn't change nothing. It says 68 degrees. So what I do before I go to sleep every single day is I set the thermostat to 68 degrees. Okay? Why? That's from 66 to 68 degrees is the most optimal range for a human being to go to sleep and get better quality of sleep. Okay? So if you're seeing weight fluctuations, please check up on your sleep. And that's simply because your body could still be stressed. It still have not recovered from the workout that you did to it the day before. Okay? 2, why are you seeing weight fluctuations? It could possibly be water. How much fluid are you drinking? What do I mean by that? So, a lot of women do not take this into consideration because a lot of people grew up learning, oh, well, you're supposed to drink a gallon of water a day, okay? The reason why that came about is because white men was comparing themselves to bodybuilders back in the day, right? Bodybuilding just started happening for real in the 70s. So about 30, 40-year-old sport, right? And then they said, okay, cool. I see this big muscular bound dude, right? He is about 280 pounds of all muscle. I see him carrying a gallon of water a day, right? Therefore, if I want to look like this dude, I should drink a gallon of water a day. And I'm going to look like him. Does that make any sense? No, okay? So the reason why they said that is because they try to look at somebody and say, oh, well, I see him doing it. If I do that, I'm going to look like him. If I throw on the headband, I'm not going to be LeBron. That's dumb, okay? So here's what I want y'all to do from now on. Drink water when you're physically thirsty. Do not just go for a goal of weight. You know, you see them little containers that say sexy time at the bottom. You found time at the bottom, and then at the top it say fat or something like that, and it say almost there. Nah, I don't want you to do that anymore, okay? There's literally no correlation between how much water you drink and how much weight you lose. But here's one thing that do take into account that a lot of women do not take into account. See this 16-ounce water bottle? Okay, this is Aquafina. Yeah, it's give and pull, right? I know. But here's the thing. If I drink this whole entire bottle of Aquafina, right, this has a pound of fluid in it. Therefore, if I transfer and I open up this bottle and I drink this whole entire bottle and I transfer this pound of fluid into my body cavity, which is called a stomach, then I gained a pound. Mind blown, right? So that means if you're over here drinking a gallon of water a day, right? Or let's say you're not even drinking a gallon of water a day. Let's say you drink half of that. Let's say you drink about this much. That's it, nothing crazy, okay? That's 4 pounds right there, okay? But is this fat? No, it's water weight, okay? But because you put this into your body, that's why the scale went up. Duh. Just like if I eat some food. This is pizza, right? And that pizza, if I put it on a food scale and it says a pound, and I put that pound of pizza into my body, I'm gonna gain a pound, okay? Which is why, once again, you should weigh yourself in the morning before you have anything in your system, because what you see low-key is kind of what you get, okay? But what I want y'all to do, drink when you're physically thirsty. I'm a grown man, 6'2", about 185 pounds. I probably drink no more than about 3 or 4 of these a day, max. Okay, not saying you gotta do what I do, but I'm just giving you some insight that be mindful of how much fluid you drink. Because 9 times out of 10, that is the reason why you're holding on to 5 extra pounds. And you could have been you're probably 6 pounds lower than what you see on the scale every single day. You just didn't give your body a reason to show it. You just put in more stuff into your body. Okay, another factor. So we just talked about sleep. We talked about water. Okay, salt. Okay, or just sodium. Now, should you be afraid of sodium? No, okay? But what's gonna happen is sodium draws more fluid or intracellular fluid into your body, okay? So it's bringing everything in. So if you drink some salt water, like for instance, there's a salt water flush. If you get some water, you put a whole bunch of pink Himalayan salt in it, right? And you drink it, if you have problems with constipation or anything like that, that's gonna clean you out. Okay, put about 3 tablespoons of pink Himalayan salt and drink almost about a half a gallon. It's gonna clear you out, or 32 ounces at least. Okay, so but because of that, your body's gonna hold on to more water because of the sodium retention. Okay, which is why you shouldn't really care about that either. Okay, or why you shouldn't use the scale as the end all be all. All right, another thing. So once again, salt, that could be it. It's constipation. Since we just touched upon it, constipation. If you know you have not really utilized the bathroom for the past 4 or 5 days or 3 or 4 days, obviously there's something in you. And it could be a pound or 2. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I used the bathroom the other day and I magically lost 3 pounds. Magic, okay? So another thing you possibly may realize is once you enter a new program, right, you stop pooping as much. Why? Because you know what poop is? Poop is literally your body telling you, hey, whoever, you're giving me too many calories. That's why one thing you may notice, the days that you poop or the day after you wild out, 9 times out of 10, the day after you're pooping. If you had some Chipotle, you're pooping the next day. If you had a whole bunch of drinks last night, you was on the streets, you had that $1 big slice from Adams Morgan, the next day you're pooping, okay? Why? That's your body saying, hey, you're giving me too many calories. Okay, so now I have women on my program that say, yo, Trey, I didn't go use the bathroom about 3 days, right? And they think that's abnormal. That is perfectly normal. The human body is not supposed to utilize the bathroom or shit every day. We're not, okay? So if you notice and you have a little bit more constipation though, you can get some Benny fiber, okay? What this will do is clear you out. Okay, but if you know you did not utilize the bathroom or pooped for the past 3 or 4 days, then hey, you might be a pound or less. Okay, and last but not least, another thing that may cause weight fluctuations, of course, is bread or fiber. Fiber is foods, okay, or stuff with carbs in it. Why? It's called a carbohydrate, okay? So what that means, every carb holds on to hydrogen atoms. So 1 carb or 1 gram of carb holds on to 3 hydrogen atoms, which means if I eat 1 slice of bread per se, right? And let's say I drink 3 water bottles, I can expect that my body's gonna hold on to about 3 pounds of water, okay? And it's gonna stick a little bit longer. Why? Because of the bread, okay? So what I want y'all to do, and the reason why is just simply because what bread does, it's not bad. It basically makes your muscles fill out, okay? It makes your body hold on to something called glycogen, okay? Your body can either run off ketones as the main source of fuel, fat, or glycogen, okay? 9 times out of 10, we usually provide our bodies with glycogen. How can you get glycogen? You can get glycogen from vegetables or stuff like bread, beans, rice, starches, okay? Now, as trainers, we prefer you to get your carbohydrates through what? Vegetables. Why? Body fat for a human is body fat for carbohydrates is body fat for a vegetable, literally, okay? That's how a vegetable stores its fat, just like humans store our fat on us, right? A carbohydrate is that. That's why vegetable has carbs. And that's why vegetables is not calorie free. Never listen to somebody say, oh, well, you can eat this vegetable every single day. You can eat some celery. You can eat all the celery you want. You're never going to gain weight. That's impossible. The reason why they're saying that is because it's very low and it's very hard to eat a lot of celery, but you can overeat celery. Okay? So what we want you to do is just watch your carb intake, because carb intake is going to make your body hold on to more water, okay? And it's going to make it stick in your body longer. But here's the thing. If you're on this new program and you're 189 pounds and throughout 5 days, you're doing all this work and you see the scale go up 1 pound, a lot of women wants to quit off the rip. Okay, which is why we want y'all to stay consistent on a program, or because you're going to notice any little thing, it's going to throw it off. Why? This is brand new for your body. Just like when you first started riding a bike, you didn't just hop on that bike and started riding it like you was Matt Hoffman. You know what I'm saying? Nah, like it took time for you to start getting sweet on a bike. Same thing applies to everything else. If you didn't go to elementary school, then middle school, then high school, and then college, you wouldn't get as smart as you are now. But you had to put in the work first, okay? So long story short, man, if you have any weight fluctuations, make sure you focus on, definitely first, number one, 9 times out of 10 is going to be sleep, okay? Watch your carb intake. Watch your sodium intake, but do not be afraid of sodium. Do not be afraid of carbs, okay? Just make sure majority of your carbs is coming from vegetables, okay? Not something that somebody had to create in a lab, which they had to put extra stuff in it, which is why you hold on to more water, okay? And lastly, just watch how much fluid you're actually drinking. Once again, this is a body cavity. If you stop or if you put something into it, your body's going to hold on to it. Okay. With that said, man, talk to y'all soon. Train on Instagram.